What I do, what I do, da da do, da da do. Do what I do, what I do, da da do, da da do. Do what I do, what I do, da da do, da da do.
You never know what to expect, that's what you get from a big egg. Oh, you never know what to expect, that's what you get from a big egg. Oh, you never know what to expect, that's what you get from a big egg. Oh, you never know what to expect, that's what you get from a big egg. 'Cause I'm a queer egg, and I'm always gonna be. And that's what you love about me, baby. I was born a good egg, and I know it. I got a good heart, baby, I'll show it. You never know what to expect, that's what you get from a big egg.
Hello, and thanks for tuning in to the Big Egg Comedy Night Fundraiser! I'm Carolina Miranda, but you do not need to address me, so please do not call me anything. I'm one of the creative collaborators here on the Big Egg team, but for the purposes of this evening, I will be your hostess with the schmostess. Welcome to a night of music, comedy, and musical comedy, brought to you by Big Egg Series. We are here tonight to make you laugh until you cry, or at least that thing where you blow air out of your nostrils and like nod your head. Anyway, you are in for a real treat. We have in store for you world-class singers, smaller class comedians, a couple of words from our fictional sponsors, and maybe even a real sponsor. I don't know, maybe. We are hosted here tonight in the beautiful 10/10 salon in Fide. Everybody, let's give it up for 10/10! Yeah. This fundraiser is to help us make our creative dreams come true. We are halfway through production of our brand new season, but to finish, we need your help. For those of you just tuning in because you couldn't find your laptop charger or whatever lame excuse my dad's gonna give you, welcome. And let me tell you a little bit about Big Egg. Big Egg is a queer comedy web series about a diverse group of 20-somethings in New York City, following their journeys through love, work, and identity. Looking for a new show? Coming soon. Reach in that fridge and get ready to crack up over Big Egg! Yeah. Did you get the egg pun?
Yeah,
you got the
egg pun.
Egg pun received. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment to thank that very real sponsor I mentioned, Cafe DeVita! Yes! Cafe DeVita is matching all donations up to $1,500, and that's great news for you because that just means that your donation will go twice as far.
Twice as far.
So don't forget to donate at Big Egg Series on Venmo or on our website. Any small amount can make a huge difference to us young filmmakers. And now, a word from the Big Egg creators.
Hi, my name is Friday. My pronouns are they, them.
My name is Julia. My pronouns are she, her.
And we are the creators of Big Egg.
Big Egg is a comedy show featuring diverse queer stories set in New York City.
What you can expect from this season is sex, jobs, drugs, self-discovery, gay sex.
You already said that.
I know what I said. Okay. So please open your arms
And legs.
to Big Egg. Big Egg. Big Egg. Big Egg. Big Egg. What are you waiting for? Come on!
Hit it! It is finally time to introduce our first act. Oh, I haven't been this pumped since I sprained my ankle on my bed sheets. I got a week off work, long story. Okay, let's get this thing started with an act that will make you start laughing in tongues. Give it up now, it's Avery Nespa!
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here with Big Egg Series. Woo! I love queer art because I am queer and I am also a walking piece of art. So you're welcome. My name is Avery and I grew up in New York City. Anyone else from New York City? Yeah, all right. Close, all right. You know, growing up in New York City, you would think I would have, some sort of street smarts. I'm a city kid, I'd be, wheeling and dealing here. But actually, that gene sort of skipped me somehow. People think I'm from, rural Minnesota or something. I actually went to London my junior year of college. And I was so lucky to do this. I mean, it was such a wonderful experience. And I thought I would take my city skills to London with me. Turns out I was wrong. And there was a 24-hour market around the corner from my flat. And I would go to this market and get Pringles. I'd get, Cheez-Its because it was an American market. Thank God. And there were two men who would be there all the time. They'd be like, "You all right?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you for asking." My bank card my bank card would get declined pretty often there because, it was an American card and, it just so happened that that's how, banking stuff worked over there. And these two men actually waited for me one day after seeing my card get declined around the corner from the shop. And actually, they were like, "Hey, what's up? Your card got declined. What's wrong with your bank account? You American? What's your card number?" And they were asking me. I was like, "Oh God." But actually, no, I wasn't. Because my naivete of being a city kid, it didn't work out for me. But I actually did something really great in the moment. I actually walked them to the door of my building. They didn't ask me to go with me, but they were British, and I thought they were fun and cool. And I loved that they were asking me about me. And when we got to the door of my building, they were like, "Do you have any girls upstairs?" And I was like, "Of course I do. I mean, my best friend Sydney's upstairs." And they were like, "Cool, why don't we come upstairs with you?" And I know that this is alarming, but I wasn't alarmed at all. I was really charmed by their accents. And actually, I pushed them flirtily, like this. I was like, "No. You can't come upstairs with me. What are you, crazy? No." They could have, shoved me down right there. Thank God they didn't. In fact, they just went, "All right, good night. Have a good night." And I was like, "Have a good night. Thank you." This story, it really, it alarms my family. It does. And actually, my mom was born and raised and still lives on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. We're actually sharing music right now. We're sharing music. I'm sharing with her, "So Hot You're Hurting My Feelings" by Carolyn Polachek. Maybe an Ella Fitzgerald standard here and there. And she's sharing with me "I Called Mama" by Tim McGraw. If you've never heard the song, it goes like this. "I stopped off at Texaco, I got a Slim Jim and a Coke, and I called Mama." And I'm just a little confused. I love country music. I listen to Dolly Parton. I'm not knocking it, but I think she really relates to it somehow. And I kind of picture her, going into like Flaming Saddles in New York City, kind of going to the bartender. "Bartender, bring me a whiskey on the rocks, 'cause I'm a naughty saloon girl in a seersucker blazer with fringe and a 10-gallon hat." And I gotta tell you, my origin story is similar to Tim McGraw. Actually, he grew up in a shack in Start, Louisiana, and I grew up in a townhouse on East End River. And I actually went to the Hamptons every summer. So we're pretty similar, bartender. And actually, I blame my brother for showing her this country music. He moved to California. Somehow he got into country music. But actually, we usually have the same, taste in music. We normally listen to a lot of musical theater music. Any musical theater fans here? We would sing just about anywhere. We'd sing on the street, we'd sing in the subway, and we'd sing in our building. My stepmom wants me to point out that we actually sang "Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better" from Annie Get Your Gun at her mother's shiva. Yes, it is a stain on our family. But I think that it sort of rang true in the moment, because, her mother was dead, And anything she could do, I could do better. But yeah, she's definitely still pissed about that, and it happened years ago. But actually, we would sing in our apartment building on the Upper East Side. Our next door neighbors actually weren't pissed about it. They would say, "We're so lucky to live next door to two wonderful voices." But however, we did have one neighbor. Her name was Miriam, and she's 60 years old. She never leaves the building, and she was a little scary. We could actually see her through our window, and she could see us through her window, and we'd be playing Monopoly, singing a duet, here or there, and she'd just be there like. And I'd be like, does anyone see Miriam staring at us through the window? No? Okay. And, she was even scarier than that. Actually, I'd come home and she'd be waiting in the stairwell by my door to yell at me. And she'd go, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" And I'd be like, "I don't know what I'm doing. Please, someone give me direction in life." And she'd actually throw boiling pots of coffee at our door. She would. One time I was home alone, I heard a noise at the door. And I saw this liquid oozing through, the door. And I thought she killed someone and that's someone's blood and guts coming through the door. But it actually wasn't, thank God, it was a boiling pot of coffee. So don't worry. And actually, it got even scarier than that. She actually called Child Protective Services on someone in the building who had no kids. Yes. And it became kind of a game, It's like, who is she going to call it on next? Called it on families, called it on people who worked in the building. And there was one day I was in school, and I was in school in 11th grade. And the principal called me to the office, and I was like, "What's going on?" And they were like, "You're going to have to go to Child Protective Services to get your anus examined." This is the truth. This is the truth. And I don't want you to feel bad for me. I heard an don't feel bad for me. I actually would have done anything to get out of school. I didn't have to do anything this time. I was just taken out of school. And when we were at, my brother and I were at the Child Protective Services facility, and while we're on the cold metal slab getting our rectums probed, we were actually worried about who was going to be Glinda and who was going to be Elphaba in our duet rendition of What Is This Feeling from Wicked for the office at Child Protective Services. Yes, and it turned out that I played Glinda and my brother played Elphaba. Which I'm kind of confused about because I always thought it was more of an Elphaba, but I wasn't going to pass up a high harmony. But listen, at the end of the day, Child Protective Services may not have found what they were looking for, but I like to think they found something. The magic of queer art and a little bit of that New York City charm. Thank you. Culture Big Egg.
Our next act is hotter than a sriracha handy. It's not what you think. Ask me after. She seems like just the friend you want in grade school. The kind that makes you laugh and makes your enemies cry. Let's see if she'll sit with us. Welcome to the stage, Megan Craig!
Sriracha Handy, that was my nickname in high school. Hey, I'm just kidding. How are we doing?
Good!
I'm doing well. I'm a lesbian. Of course I'm doing well. I usually get a standing O for the lesbian thing, but that's okay. It's okay. I related a lot to your set because I'm actually going through a breakup, and I've been listening exclusively to Toby Keith. I don't know why. He's just exactly what I need to hear. His big dumb voice is what I need. It's been Toby Keith and Driver's License. That's
Yes!
And I'm healing. Yeah. I was gonna say I'm not healing, but that's too sad. So, but I'm doing fine. I'm okay. That's, I'm just gonna do this for 10 minutes. And you guys are gonna eat it up.
Yeah!
No, I'm in a new relationship now, actually. It's kind of, no, I'm not. I'm just kidding. I am a veteran though. I don't know if you guys knew that. No, I'm not. I don't want you guys to like me, okay? I'm a Gemini. You can't trust a single thing I say. So, yeah, I'm doing well. I'm gay. I have to say that every 10 seconds in my set. Otherwise, I fizzle into nothing, and it's terrifying. So if you guys don't want that, I'll just continue saying it. I also have to say, because I no one knows that I'm a woman, which is strange. It's a strange phenomenon. I mean, I get it. Like, look at me. I actually grew up in rural Minnesota, Wisconsin, and now I'm a lesbian who lives in New York and looks like this. So I don't know. People always think I'm from Pittsburgh also. So I don't know. No one knows what the fuck they're talking about. That's what I'm trying to say. I just said a lot of words in like 30 seconds. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I am doing well. I also have to say that every 15 seconds. I don't know. Yeah, it's strange being a woman who looks so masculine, because I used to look more feminine. I had the long hair, you know. I wore women's clothes. I didn't wear Paragon sports shirts. I don't know why I got this. I was feeling inspired when I bought a tennis racket, and I was like, fuck yeah, this is going to be me now. I'm going to be this person. Don't get me wrong, I still live in Brooklyn, but it's, I don't know, it's just strange. I don't know, I really have to like convince people that I'm a woman. I don't know. I was like talking to this old man on the street. Not recently. I won't lie to you guys. It was the pandemic. It wasn't recent, but he was old too. We were talking about unions. That's how old he was. He was telling me about like old steel worker 76 or not that you should be politically informed, but yeah, I don't know. He was kind of insulting, but in like a very nice way, you know. Like he wasn't trying to be rude at all, but he called me like boy and guy a few times. Boy, I don't know, but whatever. I was gonna say it's not 1956 anymore, but to him it probably is, I guess. So, but yeah, he called me that, and I didn't want to be mean to him, so I tried to just like subtly let him know that I was a woman. I was like, my name is Megan, it's Megan. My name is Megan, I'm Megan. My name is Megan. My name is Megan, I am Megan, that is my name. And he just paused and he was like, oh, you're an Irish guy. Yeah. And then I murdered him. No, I'm just kidding, he's here tonight, come on. No, I did kill him though, but yeah, it's strange. I didn't look good when I had long. I looked like Goldilocks, you know, who just listened to a lot, or like I don't know. I just look bad, not Goldilocks. Who's the ugly? I don't know. I just look bad. I just had huge shoulders. I looked like a Yeti with a mop on my head, and I went around listening to a ton of Tegan and Sarah, you know. Not so cute. But now I look cool in my Paragon sports shirts. I just gave myself a haircut recently, so that's, I don't know, that's where we're at. Are you guys doing, please don't do pig, no, I'm just kidding. Actually do, I honestly need it. I actually am going through a breakup, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. But I know you guys want the tea, but I'm not going to give it to you. I don't know. It's hard because I like how I look, but no one else does apparently. But people just can't believe it, you know. Like it's whatever. I've lingered on that too much, but I'm going to therapy next week. Don't worry. I actually am. That's not even a lie. But I don't know. Therapy is so expensive in New York. I went to therapy once in New York, and it was $250. And I was so annoyed. I complained to her for like 30 minutes about how my roommates annoyed me, and then I just had to give her $250. And I'm rich, so it's not a big deal, but I was not. No, I'm not. I wish I was, but I'm not. I actually just quit my job, and I've just been spending all of my money. You guys do that when you're stressed about money? You're like, just take it all, I'm gonna... I got let go from a job once, and It was like not for performance, but because they lost a big client and they had to let people go. Just so you know, I wasn't a good. I don't know. I was okay at the job. I like just watched The Sopranos all day. You know, I wasn't. I can't pretend that I was like the star employee, but I don't know. They let me go, and I was like, I'm gonna buy a hot tub. I think. I'm gonna buy a motorcycle, take all my money. You know, like that meme from the internet. But yeah, so I went to therapy. I'm a Gemini, I can't, you know. Yeah, I went to therapy, I don't know. And I called the therapist and I was like, can you do sliding scale? Can you give me a discount? Anything, like I just super can't afford this. And she was like, oh no, I'm sorry, I can't. And I was like, okay, I'll just get better. And now I'm perfect. I got the shirt, so I don't know. I take a lot of pride in the shirt. It was $20, so I'm doing pretty well. I don't know. I don't know. Is this a club crowd? Do you guys go to clubs? Yeah. Do you guys actually, or was that a sarcastic? Yeah. You do? Oh, I know you do, probably. Yeah. So it's fun. Yeah, I don't know. Before the pandemic, I guess, I was trying to just go out more. I'm like a dive bar person. I'm pretty boring. I feel like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything, but I don't know. I went to a club once. I don't like clubs very much. I don't like being told what to do, what to wear. You know, you have to pay money to get in. I'm like, there are a million clubs in New York. I'm gonna go to one of those instead, but I get rejected from all of those anyway, so I'll go to this one. And I went to a club once, and I was with like my cool, you know, like hot friends. So we were in the cool hot friends VIP area, and I was sitting down in a chair, which I know is a pretty bitchy thing to do. I was sitting down in a chair, and this bouncer came up to me, and he's like, hey bro, you gotta stand up, chairs are for the ladies. And I was like, I can't sit down in a chair, really? Like, because you think I'm a man? Because you think I like Entourage? I can't sit down in a chair? Really? And I turned into a men's rights activist immediately. And I was like, just because you don't think I don't get catcalled, you don't think? And I was like, wait, let me take a step back. And I never went back. I never went back to Tao, sadly enough. I think that's it for me tonight. Thank you.
Next up, the musical stylings of two of the stars of the Rent National Tour. Strap in and get ready to be blown away by Ayana Smash and Shafiq Hicks.
Reasons to call include going after the kill. I watched her love ensue, and I lost every ounce of my own free will. I see your mouth is a healthy shade of green. That it's only time that is keeping our bodies from sinking into the ground. What are we waiting for? Oh, what are we waiting for? I am a lot like you. I see beauty in all, but how long can we hold on to this feeling we had just before the fall? You'll be the hero and I'll be the victim you say. And we'll come full circle when I find myself singing songs to you in your grave. What are we waiting for? Oh, what are we waiting for? I'm
just toss aside anyway, maybe give it to us instead.
Yeah.
$5 is actually $10, all thanks to Cafe DeVito. Now, get your mugs ready for some delicious propaganda.
The cafes may be closed, but that doesn't mean we can't still share our favorite drinks with our favorite people. Whether you like iced or hot, chocolate or spiced, bring the coffee shop to you with Cafe DeVita, and keep sharing the love.
Wow, that was great. Thanks again to our very tasty sponsor. Our next act had a gonorrhea scare in 2018. And that's not a joke. Next to our COVID-19 contact tracing form, please also find the Josh Andres Rivera coitus tracing form. Well, it's more of an index card, but you can fill that out later. For now, let's welcome him to the stage. Ribbed for your pleasure, it's Josh Andres Rivera.
Hey everybody. Hey. What's going on? As you can see, I'm the first one sitting at this piano. I found out recently that the musical comedy portion that was sort of resting on my shoulders. So, I also went through a failed romantic experience this year. And man, I've never been so low. It was tough because in addition to having no one, you also literally couldn't hang out with anybody at all. So I wrote this to kind of commemorate that experience. Give it a sec, the intro is too long. It's coming, it's coming. If you want to touch my wiener, if you want it with your body and your soul, if you want to get up on this little piece of me, you'll have to pay the toll. It's gonna cost you 50 cents or 40 cents. Cash or card is fine. If you want to touch my wiener, you gotta prove your love is mine. And I'm hoping, you know, when this goes to like a producer, because a producer will get this. We're gonna add some drums here. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. If you wanna grab his booty, if you wanna get a handful of this meat, if you wanna get a taste of 205 pounds of organic Latin beef, you gotta call 1-800-BOOTY-BOYS. Our boys will take your fee. If you wanna grab his booty, you gotta prove your love to me. Every minute, every second is a perfect time to touch. Read my lips. If you wanna be keener to my wiener, you could touch my private parts. But if you're gonna touch my wiener, if you're gonna touch my wiener, if you're gonna touch my wiener, be gentle with my heart. My new hobby is making nonsense music. I've been doing that a lot. It's funny, oh, by the way, everybody else, perhaps I'm being so prepared, my goodness. I'm about to do the biggest winging it of winging it. I brought here, this is a little idea book. It's not a journal. I do have a journal for my feelings. This is a little journal for my little ideas. It's titled Jokes to Rant On. I really hope this works. I was having a conversation with a friend the other day, right? And, oh, by the way, I know what you're all thinking. I did ultimately test negative for gonorrhea. I do not have gonorrhea. I don't know about the other ones, but I definitely don't have gonorrhea. So, yeah. this has nothing to do with that, but yeah, I was having a conversation with a friend the other day. You ever been like in relationships sometimes, like you'll talk about how you have like that one person who like, if you, like you and your partner be talking about like, oh, I mean like I love you so much, but like if like this person came, I mean like I just don't know what I would do. And I was thinking about that, like, man, it would really suck to just like, if you were like so in love with somebody and they just like ran into like Harry Styles like in a good mood, and like it would hurt no matter what, obviously. But it got me thinking about like I do think I would definitely rather be cheated on for certain people, and I think I would be able to set those parameters in the relationship early on. I think it's important for each and every one of you to think about, who could your partner cheat on you with that you compromise a little bit where it wouldn't like really just mess you up? Like mine is, I'll just cut to the chase. Mine's Henry Cavill. I'll tell you why. Because Henry Cavill, he's so beautiful. Like so beautiful. He's been beautiful since the day he got pushed out of vagina, like 100%. Jawline was intact. Like that dude probably already had a beard. And a person like that, there's no fucking way he's interesting. There's no way he's got a personality. Like, imagine being that beautiful all your life. No way. And then on the off-end chance, like a total deal breaker with somebody, if theirs was, this is very specific to me, but like Chris Hemsworth, like, it's not specific to me but this person, I don't think my spirit could overcome getting cheated on by Chris Hemsworth. That dude's got it all. Like, have you seen his like interviews and stuff? That dude's hilarious. He's so funny. Like, somehow he didn't suffer from like being beautiful. He doesn't seem like a boring person. It pisses me off. I bet like he's probably like in like Australia right now, like playing classical piano like right now. And I bet he's saying, and those are the kinds of people. People that are talented like that, where they're talented and they like don't talk about it. Fuck those guys. Like, Jesus. Like, you're not even like giving me an opportunity to like shit on you. You're just good at stuff and you don't even talk about it, and that just makes me respect you. I hate that. I can't get over that shit. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, talk to your partner about who they can and can't shoot. It's an important conversation to have, because you know you don't want to get hurt like really bad. Oh, let's see. I'm just going to go by the guidelines. We got some bullet points here. Oh, this next one is fun. This is audience interactive. Because this kind of goes along with that a little bit. You guys ever had like a good breakup? Like,
No.
like, but hold on. But like, think about it though. Like, if you were to, like, what is like, there's got to be a way. It's got to be possible to like get your heart stumped on, but like the circumstances are like just right. Like, where's like a good place to get broken up though? I've been thinking about this. I'm genuinely curious what you guys think. Do you think there's such a place?
To get broken up.
Yogurtland.
Yogurtland. Why?
The toppings.
So there's like no middleman. You just like immediately have access to it. That's I understandable. Yeah, that's great. Did you have one?
Yeah, my ex got deported. So it wasn't like we couldn't be together because of like our hate for each other, but like the United States hate for him.
I think that could go one of two ways though, because then that like, I don't know though, because that could be kind of cool, because then it ends in such a way where it's just this beautiful romance that it could never be, when like inevitably it probably would have like dissolved in 2 years. But you get to remember that forever and be like, oh, you know, if only. You guys didn't even have an opportunity to hate each other's guts. Like that's kind of, well, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I guess ideally, like, I think about the beach, but like everywhere I think of, it's like no matter what, you just hate that place. But what would be, I guess it would be really nice if like there were just like a bunch of sexy people around that were all like just like complimenting you and stuff while it was happening. So you'd still be sad. Maybe you wouldn't be like into it really, but it'd be neat. Like you'd be crying, and people would be like, "Oh, you're so gorgeous," and you'd be like, "Oh, stop!" You know, that'd be kind of cool. My parents are divorced.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Honestly, my parents got divorced when I was really young, and I'm so thankful. Not because I knew anything about the relationship, because like that's like the basis of my personality. I lean on that so hard. I mean, like, imagine just like having parents and just like a happy marriage. That'd be so boring. Yeah, I think that I want to get a divorce.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I think that's it, guys.
We are now taking a brief intermission, but don't touch that trackpad. Once again, Cafe DeVita will be matching all donations up to $1,500, so your $5 just went a little bit further. At Big Egg Series on Venmo. We'll be right back with some more incredible musical numbers with some of the best sound flavors your ears have ever tasted. Stick around!
Are going on a run.
Get scratching.
I've known some. Until I first met you, I was lonesome. And when you came inside, dear, my heart grew light and this whole world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. And so I've racked my brain hoping to explain all the things that you did to me. Amir Mr. Shane, please let me explain. Amir Mr. Shane means you're grand. Amir Mr. Shane, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. It means you're the fairest. It means you're the fairest. It means you're the fairest in the land. It means you're the explain. Amir Mr. Shane means you're grand. Amir Mr. Shane, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land.
Greetings from the Andrews sisters. I'm Patty. I'm Maxine. And I'm Laverne.
I could say Bella, Bella, even say wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain, for me is this a shame? So kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, say that you will understand.
We have a one-of-a-kind performance of Remind Me by Emily King. Welcome to the stage, Taryn Scott, Carolina Miranda, and Lexi Green.
Been without it for so long, forgot what it feels like. Been in the darkness till you came along, showed me the daylight, yeah. And now I'm trying so hard, but I can't shake it, shake it. Ooh, no. Oh no, I can't shake the memory. I can't fake it, fake it, fake it, fake it. Ooh, you remind me of something. Ooh, you remind me of something. Ooh, something that I used to feel my
I can't find my keys. Oh, come on.
Hi, I'm Dick Dickerson, and I used to lose things all the time, leaving me saying,
Oh, come on.
well, now I'm taking back the phrase with Come On GPS trackers. Just attach Come On to anything you want to track and the location pops up right on your phone. Now you can find anything if you just come on it.
Your keys, your wallet, you can even come on your dog.
I developed this technology when I was a whaler tracking humpbacks off the Pacific coast. We found that we could track a whale for up to 2,000 miles. So when it comes to come on, this seaman has you covered. But don't just take my word for it.
I come on everything and anything. I even come on my own face.
If you can dream it, you can come on it. I come on my laptop so everyone knows it's mine at school. No one's taking my laptop because I come on it.
I tried to come on my little brother so he'd stop going into my room. But my mom says I can't come on anything without her permission.
Careful, Timmy, or your brother might come on your back.
My wife gets confused and sometimes wanders out of the house, but not anymore. Who knew at the age of 85 I'd be able to come on my wife?
Using something called Quality Understanding of Environmental Existence and Force, or QUEEF technology, we're able to locate literally anything. Come On just blasts out a queef, and you can hear it right away.
My queefs are loud, clear, and crisp. My husband can even hear my queefs from the garage.
I come on my cat so she doesn't run off, but even if she does, I just listen for her queef, and there's no mistaking that that pussy's mine.
So what are you waiting for?
Life is too short to not come on it.
Now this is why I'm staying single. One minute they're saying, I trust you, babe, and then the next they're trying to come on me while I'm at work. Not the place. Anyway, welcome back to the show that's got a whole lot of yokes. It's the Big Egg Comedy Night! Yeah, next up is a special sneak peek from the new season of Big Egg!
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Amy Adams, and I'll be singing a whole.
I'm sorry, what?
Hi, my name is Amy Adams, and I'll be singing Oh Holy Night. Hit it. Oh, holy night. Oh, holy. Hi.
Hi.
I'm just checking in because I think maybe originally we didn't talk tempo, and I was just wondering. Okay, like what I'm trying to go for is like a build, sort of. So like I want to like really start like. Is that okay?
That's not a tempo.
Okay, thank you. Holy night. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And we are not at our goal just yet. But you can change that. Well, instead of stuffing another $10 into Jeff Bezos' G-string, why don't you go over to at Big Egg Series on Venmo? Send it over to us.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, an incredible vocalist who is ready to knock your 3 layers of socks off and your long johns. Okay? Get ready for the irresistible Samantha Mbalekwa.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you, just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try, just the 2 of us, just the 2 of us, just the 2 of us, building castles in the sky, just the 2 of us, you and I. We look for love, no time for tears, and wasted water's all that is, and it don't make no flowers grow. And good things might come to those who wait, and not for those who wait too late, and we gotta go for all we know, just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try, just the 2 of us, just the 2 of us, just the 2 of us, building castles in the sky, just the 2 of us, you and I.
Amazing. Now, it's time for our final act of the night. My final act of the night is usually crying, so this is already going better than normal. Our next comedian created a hilarious new web series with Ben Schwartz called Sugar Baby. We are so lucky to have him. So let's show him some sweet, sweet, sweet financial support. Or just clap, I guess? Yeah, clap. Okay. Make some noise for Drew Lausch.
Yes! Oh my goodness! Wowie kazowie, I am a professional, let's get wild. Yes, okay. So you guys, for starters, my name is Drew, and I am the friendliest faggot from Fargo, North Dakota. Yeah, wowie kazowie. Yeah, I say friendliest because it's a competition. Yeah, and I won. You're like, what about the other 3 gay people there? I killed them. Yeah, with kindness. And again. Yeah, but you guys, I call myself a faggot a lot. Yeah, you got it, girl. Yeah, no, but I call myself that a lot, and well, sorry, pause, or faggy if I'm in France. Oh, he's cultured, he travels. My dad hates that. He's always like, God, Drew, why do you call yourself that? And so one time I was like, you know, Dad, what would you prefer I call myself? And he was like, I don't know, what about dick sucker? You know, my dad just likes to paint a picture with his words. Yeah. And you know, he could have said something like, my son. I'm fine. But yeah, I don't know, but I say this, I really rock on them a lot. My parents really are allies. They were really supportive of me growing up gay in Fargo, North Dakota, where it isn't easy. I'm a hero.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And I remember when I was little and I was curious, I was like, Dad, what's gay sex? And he was like, oh, I got this. You know, Drew, gay sex is the stuff I want to do with your mom. But she won't let me. Right. So I had a few follow-up questions. Yeah, mostly for my mom. Yeah, but you guys, I don't know. I mean, my parents could always tell I was gay growing up because of everything about me. But a few telling signs, I sobbed when we sold our Barbies at the garage sale. I was like, my friends. I went as Queen Amidala for Halloween one year. Yeah, Star Wars fans. Okay, jerk off later. But I think the moment my parents really realized I was gay was when I walked in a Gap fashion show in the 6th grade. I know, because you can have it all. And the guy that was in charge of the fashion show was like, all right, boys, I'm gonna need to see a little extra pizzazz when you get to the end of the runway. So most of the boys walked down, they popped their collars, they did little spins. When I walked down the runway, and by walked, I mean cartwheeled down the runway, I got to the end and did 2 fast little jazz squares. And then I hit this winning position. And I have a feeling this is the moment my dad looked at my mom and was just like, Drew's gonna be a dick sucker someday. Yeah, and oh, how I've blossomed. Yeah, they're proud. But you guys, as you know, we're in this big bad apple, but I live in New York City now, right? And it's just like gays everywhere, right? Yeah, like popping out of closets. Like, get back in there. Yeah. But I don't know, this is also, I mean, just like the other damaged gays that have performed tonight, I also went through a breakup. You're like, what? I know you're like, but you're so lovely and trendy and fresh, and thank you for saying that. It's so sweet. But I went through a breakup, and the main reason we broke up was because my ex attempted to have a threesome at our mutual college's alumni event.
Oh my God.
Right. Without me. Yeah. I was just like, pick me, coach. Because I was dating my coach. I know. I'm sporty. Spice. Yeah, I know. Nothing like a Spice Girls joke to really rev the room up. But I don't know, you guys, now that I've been single, I've just kind of been like trolling New York City, like trying to catch a dick. Yeah, that's how I do it too. Just like, it's wild. All the boys come knocking. You're like, you're so sad. I'm like, I know. But I don't know, I mean, this is obviously pre-COVID because, I'm like being a good girl, wink. But I don't know, I was loving the pickup lines, like post-breakup. There was like one, I was walking in Hell's Kitchen. Have you ever been? But I was walking in Hell's Kitchen and I saw this guy smoking a joint and I was like, okay, he's the one. But he gave me the gay eyes, so I kind of walked over and I was like, oh my gosh, like tell me, sir, like, like what do you do? And he was like, oh my God, he didn't say oh my gosh, but I just give everybody that preface. But he was like, I'm a middle school teacher and I'm chaperoning a trip right now. I know, I was like, okay, this is like the coolest middle school teacher I've ever met. So I was like, oh my gosh, like tell me the best part about being a middle school teacher and the worst part. And he was like, the best part about being a middle school teacher is when you see these kids grow up and become who they're supposed to be. Yeah. And the worst part is when you want to fuck them. He then went on to say, because if they tell on you, you'll probably get arrested.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And I was just like, it is so lame that kids can't keep a secret these days. I'm like, no wonder bullying is so bad. Yeah, dig in. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. But you guys, another one, I don't know. I mean, you're broken up with, you're damaged, you're looking for love. Like, I was just at this club, like how fun it is to be so blonde and so gay. And you're like, those are highlights. And I'm like, fuck you. But this guy came up to me and he said something like weirdly romantic. He was like, hey, do you want to split this tab of ecstasy with me?
Aww.
Right, yeah. He's like, there might be meth in it. Right, and like gentleman points, because I don't always tell you. All of a sudden you're like, this feels different. If you're laughing, you've tried meth. I'm like, fine, we're dangerous. But you guys, he then said, and not to bring the mood down at all, but he said, I really need this tonight. My girlfriend died of a heroin overdose yesterday. I was just like, thank you, Jesus, he's single. You know, because like the good ones are always taken, you know? And people are always like, there's only downsides to heroin. I disagree. Yeah, God is so good. He's so good. So you guys, I don't know, like, finding love is hard, but I feel like I end on a nice note for all of us gays in that crowd. But I was walking in the West Village because I'm obviously loaded, and like I was walking with two of my beautiful girlfriends, and this drunk guy kind of like called over, and he was like, "Hey baby, nice legs," right? And I was like, "How's this?" And so he came over, he was like pretty drunk, and so he walked up to my first girlfriend, and he was like, "Hey, like, would you want to go out with me?" And she was like, "We're gonna go." And I was like, oh my God, like, I don't, like, this is maybe gonna be a time that I have to, like, man up, right? Like, which I don't do often, obviously. A rare occasion for me. But he looks at my second girlfriend, and he's like, he puts his face in my girlfriend's boobs, and he's like, "Oh, hello." And I'm like, right, so I'm feeling that, what is it, adrenaline, and so I look at him, I like square him off in the face, and before I can say anything, he turns to me and goes, "And you know what? If I were gay, I'd fuck the shit out of you." And you guys, I have never felt so included in my whole little life. Thank you, you guys. Big love to you guys.
My Uber is 5 minutes away, so let's make this quick or they're gonna charge me anyway. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Big Egg Comedy Night. Thanks so much to Cafe DeVita for matching all our donations, to all of our hilarious and mind-blowingly amazing talent who performed tonight. And I wish all friends and family who have donated to @BigEggSeries on Venmo a very pleasant evening. And there's still time. If you'd like to arrange a carrier pigeon to send over a cashier's check, please visit BigEggSeries.com. This is Carolina Miranda reminding you, help control the snake population. Have your cheating partner spayed and neutered. Good night!
Life is fun.